Well, the fact that we have the blood thing,
Oh.
that's...
I managed to pull something off. Wait, did that add something? No.
No. But we updated the evidence.
No floor as it started.
The pendant got updated.
Right. Attack me from behind. My arm was restrained. No. No, that's too picky. You know what? Let's just press everything.
Hold it!
So you weren't able to catch a glimpse of the attacker, is that right, Miss Kira?
Yes, that's right. Not even a teeny bit. They attacked me from behind after all.
Wait. Wait.
Hmm?
If she got attacked from behind,
Mm-hmm.
how was she able to remove something from the attacker's neck? As if the attacker was in front of her.
Okay, Chris, just a little experiment. I want you to put one of your arms behind your back. Alright?
Okay.
Alright. Now, I want you to reach behind you, reach over your shoulder with your other arm, and say that the attacker was taller than you, you would still be able to grasp something on their neck and pull it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I just hear correctly? It sounded like he hesitated on answering.
By the way, may I ask why you turned around, Miss Kira?
What? What do you mean?
Well, it's just that you said that you suddenly tried to turn around. Something must have really grabbed your attention to make you try to turn around so suddenly.
Maybe an incantation of a spell, for example. I don't remember. I do think I heard a sound coming from behind me.
You're saying that you heard something and that's what made you turn around.
Yes, but I don't have any recollection of what exactly that was.
Man, Darklaw, that neck of yours seems very sore, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
Was the person male or female, or are you not sure?
Could you feel your head resting against their boobs? I don't remember much. Why would you ask that?
Phoenix is a little pervy, I guess.
Oh. But I do know the person.
You worded it like that, Susan. You read your head against her boobs.
I do know the person easily overpowered me. I remember they grabbed my left wrist. Hey, I was doing the correct arm. Look at that. I tried to scream, but they quickly covered my mouth before I had a chance. I desperately tried to break their hold, but it was no good.
See, those actions in any other context would be very illegal.
It sounds like the attacker managed to restrict your movements from behind. Still, saying that, there's definitely something not right here. Something about her testimony just doesn't add up.
Huh, yeah. Something about it is a tiny bit different from what we've heard so far. I think it'd be a good idea to check the court record again, Nick. Oh. Something here?
Yeah.
Oh! It's what you were saying before. How could she grab the necklace if her movements were restricted?
Yeah.
Objection!
Mascara, there's something a little strange about your testimony just now. Wouldn't you say?
But, I mean, my argument is just as plausible. You could still reach behind your... Because if your left hand was restrained, you still have your right hand to be able to reach behind you and grab at something. Especially
Well, here's the thing. Kira is Kira said the attacker was taller than her.
Mm-hmm.
So, depending on her position relative to the attacker, she would probably have to like raise her arm, and if she wasn't turned around like fast enough to react to like grabbing the pendant or whatever, then you'd have to like bend your arm backwards and not know where where to grab. So
I guess.
I think it would have been a lot. That's why there's a contradiction, because it's like, how could she have easily done that if she was facing away?
Right. Okay. Huh?
You stated that you were attacked from behind and that the attacker grabbed you by the wrist, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Assuming that was in fact the case, then I'd say no matter how much you struggled, there's no way you would have been able to yank off this pendant, don't you think?
Uh,
The strap on this pendant is too short. There's no way you could have reached it behind you and managed to pull it off.
Okay.
Right, because it was like at her neck. It wasn't hanging down.
Yeah, that's where everything went wrong. Because I assumed that the strap was longer and it was near, like, the top of the chest, not the neck. All right.
That is a good point. Miss Kira, the only way you would have been able to yank off this pendant from your attacker is if they were standing directly in front of you.
No!
Order! Order, I say! Witness, is this true?
Objection! The witness was the victim of a physical attack. It's only natural that she'd be a bit confused on some of the details.
Objection! That's a really big detail to overlook. Hi, Inquisitor, I wouldn't exactly call making a mistake in the location of your attacker being a bit confused. I call it a bit more of a barefaced lie.
Well now, Defender, I see you're as pathetically short-sighted as ever. Your argument is only valid assuming that the girl here actually saw her attacker. If she was not able to see this person, well, I'd say it'd make no difference where they were standing.
Then that means the attacker was also wearing one of these robes?
Valid
We only
point,
found
but
one of them.
Valid point, but no. Yeah, we only found one of them, and the tower was sufficiently lit. That's the other thing. So it's not like darkness would have been a factor either.
Well, Rob, the robe of invisibility removes people from sight entirely. It's not based on darkness.
No, Chris, I'm going along with what you're saying, but Kira was the one that had the robe, which means that her attacker would not have had the robe on. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Which means if she was standing blatantly in the tower around Kira, she would have been able to see her because it was sufficiently lit.
Yes.
That is impossible, my lord. As the witness has already stated earlier, only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see these robes. In short, the attacker must have been a witch and must have disappeared from sight with the use of magic. Or they did see Kira because they're also a member of those same woods.
You must mean the Great Witch Bazella.
There's one more thing proving the attacker to be a witch.
And just what might that be?
The witness has stated that she lost consciousness. If you take a look in the Grand Grimoire, you will notice a spell called Feigntful. Witness, allow me to... Wait! Wait, is that... Shit. Alright, Did you hear the incantation of this spell? Now that you mention it, I do remember hearing something like that.
Say what? Add it to the Grand Grimoire, please. We need to see it. There it is. Painful. Causes those who hear the incantation to lose all consciousness. Those who hear it, the incantation to lose all consciousness. Everyone, it's not in there yet.
Oh.
It has to be added to Grand Grimoire.
I know, but I want to take a look at something real quick.
Did you want to compare the names to see if there were any mixed up names like the first one?
I want to go back to the first episode because there was something that I pointed out all this time ago.
Painful.
Wait. God damn it, why is this not loading? Now we meet a speller. Blah 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 blah. Wait. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's the witch. Can I hear it?
Oh my god! That's amazing! That's amazing! What the witch just said. It doesn't come up any other point in the story. Well, it does, but like it's kind of
ties into what happens.
It's kind of like you need to have knowledge of the end of the game in order to understand that.
Yeah, no, I was trying to remember what happened. I mean, I know what happens, but like...
Professor...
Did the witch use Painful before
teleporting? Yes! Okay, I was right.
Teleporting Luke and Layton into...
No! When the witch attacked Luke in Layton's apartment and like first appeared, she used Feign-Fall to make a spell go unconscious. That was the spell that was the first spell cast in the game. And I knew I remembered that little detail, but I had to keep looking at it for myself. I'll probably rip the episode and put in the...
yeah, I'd hope that you put it in there, at least for context's sake.
Yeah, okay. We must not forget, the Great Witch can use any and all magic at will. There it is. Instant sleep spell. It's called... So hear the incantation and lose all consciousness. Effects say hold. The second the incantation is heard, it's immediate. It's immediate. And if she was struggling, which means that spell wouldn't have worked.
Instant sleep spell. Yeah, so she wouldn't have struggled. She would have instantly fallen asleep.
Right.
Witness, amend your testimony to reflect the most important piece of evidence. Important information.
Yeah. Yes, right away.
Oh boy. Can't believe she managed to get out of that one. But still, I'm not about to give up just yet. I'll keep on going until we finally get to the bottom of who the attacker really is. Now then, let us continue with the interrogation.
You forgot to turn Cave off.
I pressed the button, but it didn't work.
And before I could even turn around, I was suddenly attacked. As I struggled to get away. No.
Yep.
Objection.
Miss Kira, I have watched you at that witness stand this entire trial. Just desperately trying to keep something hidden from the rest of the court. I wonder if you're familiar with the saying, a lie begets more lies. It means multiple lies are bound to unravel and leave your story with more holes than Swiss cheese.
Get to the point, Defender.
According to the Grand Grimoire, Fainful causes a person to lose all consciousness. It's written here in black and white. Its effect takes hold the second the incantation is heard. Miss Kira, you testified as follows. You heard the incantation for Fainful and immediately became aware of the presence of your attacker, who you then put up a fight. But if you really did hear that incantation, there's no way you would have been able to yank that pendant off of your assailant. Yeah, we got you on the ropes now.
Not just
Order.
her. Not just her, but the
Order.
second witch.
What is the meaning of this? The meaning of that is that Miss Kira didn't actually hear the incantation like she claimed she did. But then why? Why on earth was this girl unconscious?
Kira was definitely knocked out by whoever attacked her. And when she woke up, she found herself on the top floor of the bell tower.
It's possible Miss Kira was rendered unconscious by...
Good old something other than magic.
The answer here is obvious. Something other than magic must have knocked her out.
And I can't remember what the drug is to use to knock somebody out. You apply to a handkerchief.
Chloroform?
Chloroform, yeah.
Objection!
Objection! And you know what? That is possible because the alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
That is completely possible. And what, may I ask, makes you so certain of that? Is it not possible that another spell could have been used?
Objection!
Objection. That's just not possible. You of all people should know that.
What?
Miss Kira's claim that she heard someone say the incantation is completely false. Even so, that wouldn't be too much of a problem if she actually heard the incantation. That's right. However, going by her testimony, that can't have been the case. The only spell capable of making someone else lose consciousness is Fainful. Isn't that right, High Inquisitor Darklaw? Defender! Are you claiming there was another way besides magic that could have been used to render Miss Kira unconscious? There's only one other thing that crossed my mind. I'm speaking, of course, about sleeping medicine. Sleeping medicine? If you remember, Miss Kira stated that the attacker covered her mouth before she could scream. In doing that, the attacker was able to administer a potent sleep medicine, thus putting Miss Kira out like a light. Sleep medicine.
Because we can't say
Indeed, that does
chloroform.
make sense. Yeah, no, because, no. Administering sleep medicine is different from drugging someone. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Therefore, Your Honor, the attacker did not necessarily have to be Bezella.
They just had access to sleeping medicine and or the alchemist's hut.
Why would an all-powerful being capable of commanding any and all magic need to resort to drugging someone?
Objection! Hold it right there, Defender! They managed to sneak past the guards and make their way up into the bell tower. Clearly they must have used magic to appear invisible. And hold on, Darklaw, hear me out. You fucking idiot. Or it could be someone that they let into the tower without question. Perhaps a higher commanding officer. They didn't need to sneak past, they just needed to go.
Objection.
You don't need magic to make yourself disappear, High Inquisitor. Throw this on and getting past those guards at the tower is a piece of cake.
Or the robe. Fine, fuck you.
I know what you're trying to do, Rob, but like, the game's not gonna go that easy.
Yeah, I know.
The robe of invisibility. But despite all that, there's still one glaring problem. Miss Kira,
Yes?
you admitted to the court earlier that you were attacked from the front, correct? If that's the case, then there's only one possible conclusion that we can draw. You, Miss Kira, were entirely capable of seeing your attacker's face.
What? Why is that? I didn't...
It's simple. You even said it yourself. Only residents of Eldritch Woods are able to see this robe. That means, Miss Kira, there is a piece of the puzzle that only you could possibly know. Only you can tell us the identity of the person who entered the bell tower and attacked you all tonight.
I can't tell you. Ah, now we get to the meat of it. No matter what happens, I just can't tell you. No matter what.
You see, everyone, the witness has been covering up for someone from the very start of this trial. What? But luckily for us, we won't be needing any more of Miss Kira's testimony. Because the answer is staring us right in the face. I'm speaking, of course, about the true identity of Miss Akira's attacker. All the clues so far point to this one person.
Defender, I take it you are prepared to prove such a serious accusation.
I am.
Alright, looks like it all comes down to this. Now we'll finally see who's been pulling all the strings this whole time.
Very well, Defender. Tell the court. Who was the one responsible for attacking the witness and locking her up in the bell tower?
Wow, game! A little on the nose, much? I was gonna leave it here, but no, fuck you! That just took the suspense out of it.
Wow. Even the game's like, listen, we know.
We know, you know, we know. Just here.
Here. The answer is obvious, Your Honor. It was you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. What?
I guess this is gonna be a longer episode.
Well, you could split it up.
Or no.
Order in the court! Inconceivable! There's no way!
I must say, Defender, your courage is impressive, however reckless you may be. Accusing a High Inquisitor is no small feat, I assure you. However, with serious accusations come serious consequences. One small misstep, and I will personally see that you never set foot in this courtroom ever again. Mark my words, Defender.
You won't need to worry about that, Darklaw.
This is the final trial regardless.
Exactly. I understand.
Honestly, it doesn't matter which way the scales of justice swing. Who actually winds up getting a guilty verdict, because it's going to be the final trial regardless. So that threat is meaningless. Huh. My, how confident. Let us see if that confidence of yours is well justified.
Miss Kira's attacker drugged her with sleep medicine. It likely took no more than a few seconds for her to lose consciousness. The medicine must have been very potent. True. After all, its effects appear somewhat similar to magic. There's only one person I can think of in all of Labyrinthia who could supply you with that kind of medicine. Sir Newton Belduke.
Objection!
Objection! Defender, you are aware that Sir Belduke has been deceased for over 3 months now, are you not?
That is a fact that I'm well aware of, believe me.
Oh! Okay. I see where he's going with this. Okay. Because if you remember... I mean, the game's gonna explain it anyway, but fuck it. If you remember from the Newton Belduke trial, they say that the medicine, all of the medicines, were confiscated and locked in a vault that only Darklaw knew the location of and could access. Which means all of the medicines from Belduke were at her disposal.
While he was still alive, Sir Belduke provided the citizens of this town with a variety of medicines for whatever ailed them. But it wasn't just the medicine, he also created very dangerous concoctions. That's why after he passed away, all of his medicines and creations were confiscated. Confiscated? Inquisitor Barnum said as much in the last witch trial.
The victim was an alchemist after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw. Objection! So, because I have access to the medicine, I must be the one that used it.
Yes,
Is that what you're getting at, Defender?
Yes, actually. That's right.
Unfortunately for you, I would hardly call that proof. You said it yourself. Sir Belduke concocted a plethora of dangerous medicines in his efforts to assist the peoples of this town. He was well known for this fact, a fact that he no doubt was none too pleased with. As such, it is highly likely that those same dangerous substances are still scattered throughout the town. Ooh. And therefore, Defender, it is entirely possible that the culprit was able to get their hands on such dangerous medicine.
Indeed. Long has Sir Belduke's medicine played an active part in maintaining the health of his town's citizens. There's plenty of reason to believe some of his more dangerous medicines are still within Labyrinthia.
Piece of advice, Defender. The next time you speak in court, I recommend you try procuring some real evidence before spouting such idiotic accusations. If you fail to do so, your next words will be uttered to the flames.
Hey, I got some real evidence. Hey, my lord, look at her neck.
Yeah, honestly. If you just peel back her collar a little bit, you're gonna see all the evidence you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Figures. Knew she wouldn't take that argument sitting down.
Both High Inquisitor Darklaw and Inquisitor Barnum are the very harbingers of justice within Labyrinthia. Raising such an accusation against either one of them without valid reason will result in the most severe of punishments.
What does that mean by most severe punishments?
He means you're dead.
Yeah.
I think the judge is saying if I don't start making a case, we're going to be paying Sir Belduke a visit real soon.
I need to present some decisive evidence and fast. Pretty sure I should be able to do that much. High Inquisitor Darklaw is the attacker, and the one thing that proves it is Darklaw herself.
Yep.
The defense believes that there is one clue here linking High Inquisitor Darklaw to the crime. High Inquisitor! The clue is actually still on you right now!
And there it is.
Wow, way to tell.
Listen, we should know by now that these Phoenix Wright games if you know what's going on, the tells are pretty fucking easy to see. On me.
But she's been doing that since the beginning of the trial.
Perhaps, but we didn't know anything about the bloody necklace or anything up until recently. So, new players might not be able to tell until this point.
Yeah. And that's what makes it a good mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I must admit, I do not know where you are going with this defender, but please point this clue out to the court. Show us this clue, supposedly still on the High Inquisitor's person. Wow, game! You're just gonna plop the magnifying glass over her chest, huh?
Shit. I can't rotate her, can I?
No, it's just her neck.
Okay. Alright.
Got it.
The High Inquisitor's neck? You don't mean... Miss Curie yanked this pendant off of her attacker's neck. Take a look at the necklace. It still has a bit of blood left on it. According to her earlier testimony, when Miss Kara pulled at the necklace, she supposedly felt herself scratch the attacker's neck. Isn't that correct, Miss Kara?
Yes.
Therefore, the attacker should still have a mark on their neck from having been scratched. Oh! Would you mind letting the court take a look at your neck, High Inquisitor Darklaw? I'm pretty sure that underneath that high collar we'll find exactly the mark we're looking for. Unless, of course, you were able to get rid of it with magic.
Most impressive.
What?
I have to say, Defender, you've managed to finally hone that dull blade of yours into something of use. You are correct. There is in fact a mark on my neck that I did receive tonight.
What? What?
Lady Darklaw!
What is the meaning of this?
Does that mean Lady Darklaw is the Great Witch?
Your Honor. Yes, I see you're still here, Defender.
I know you're shocked and everything, Your Honor, but come on, work with me here.
Your Honor, the defense would like to call High Inquisitor Darklaw to the witness stand. What did you just say? It's quite clear that the High Inquisitor has some connection to what transpired tonight. And what's more, there's a chance that she still used her position of authority as High Inquisitor to frame my client as the Great Witch. But never in all my years as a judge of this court has an Inquisitor been asked to take the stand in the middle of a trial. Well, we're gonna have to make some history here if we're finally gonna make the truth, Your Honor. Even so, this trial cannot continue any further without an Inquisitor.
Hey, in that case, how about you get Inquisitor Barn... Inquisitor Barnum remains incarcerated in the underground dungeons for the crime of treason against the storyteller. I don't think he will be able to make it to this party. No way! Most forgettable defender.
Good.
This whole thing is hopeless, unless High Inquisitor Darkla takes the witness stand. Bella will be done for, and the truth along with her. But on the other hand, without an Inquisitor on the other side, the trial can't continue. The outcome would end up the same.
Oh shit, I think I remember what happens.
What should I do?
Hold it.
Had a feeling.
I believe I can fill that role.
Professor, wait, what are you saying?
I can prove, conclusively, that Espella Cantabella is, in fact, the Great Witch Bazella.
Huh?
Now, Mr. Wright, the time has come at last to settle this once and for all.
We've been waiting for the professor to show up. If there was anyone who could find some decisive evidence to win this thing, it was him. However, he ended up standing behind the Inquisitor's bench. The professor wasn't on our side here. I had to wonder what the heck was going to happen.
In the next episode, we finally face off against Professor Layton. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys